Trump's Truth Social bombshell, Alcatraz. Back in business? Well, folks, it seems our former president has been busy brainstorming. And by brainstorming, I mean conjuring up ideas from his favorite action movies. Donald Trump, in his infinite wisdom, has decided that America needs to bring back a classic Alcatraz. Yes, you heard that right. The infamous prison island, once home to Al Capone and George Machine Gun Kelly, might just be making a comeback. Trump took to his trusty platform, Truth Social, to announce his grand idea. He claims that America's prisons are overflowing with bad dudes, and where better to put them than the most inescapable prison ever built? It's like he's trying to pitch a sequel to The Shawshank Redemption, but with more MAGA hats and fewer Morgan Freeman voiceovers. Naturally, the internet exploded. Some people cheered, probably the same folks who think Escape from Alcatraz is a documentary. Others, well, let's just say they used words like unhinged and logistically impossible. And then there's Nancy Pelosi, whose congressional district actually includes Alcatraz. Her response? Let's just say she wasn't exactly rushing to book contractors for prison renovations. So, is this another Trump tweet storm, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing? Or is America really about to start shipping its most hardened criminals to a crumbling island in the middle of San Francisco Bay? Stay tuned, because this is one reality show you definitely don't want to miss. The Rock from escape-proof prison to tourist hotspot. Now, for those of you who slept through history class, or just spent too much time watching The Rock on repeat, here's a quick recap. Alcatraz, nicknamed The Rock, wasn't your average penitentiary. This island fortress, surrounded by frigid, shark-infested waters, was designed to hold the worst of the worst gangsters, mob bosses, and those who thought breaking out of regular prison was a fun Tuesday activity. For almost 30 years, Alcatraz lived up to its fearsome reputation. No one ever officially escaped, although some say otherwise, but that's a story for another time. Then, in 1963, Alcatraz closed its doors. Turns out, running a maximum security prison on an island is expensive. Who knew, right? Since then, Alcatraz has gone from a symbol of fear to a tourist magnet. Millions flock to the island every year to wander the cell blocks, hear tales of daring escapes, and maybe catch a glimpse of the ghosts some say still haunt the place. It's ironic, isn't it? The very place designed to keep people out is now a major source of income for San Francisco. And that, my friends, is the kind of plot twist even Hollywood couldn't script. Trump's reasoning, overcrowding, or political stunt. So why does Trump think America needs Alcatraz 2.0? Well, according to him, the justice system is letting America down. He's ranting about radical judges and open borders, claiming prisons are overflowing because criminals aren't facing harsh enough sentences. Of course, this wouldn't be a Trump production without a healthy dose of immigration rhetoric. He's hinted that Alcatraz could be the perfect place to send undocumented immigrants, conveniently forgetting that the island is already a National Historic Landmark. You know, the kind of place you preserve, not turn into a detention center. Critics, and there are many, see right through this. They call it a blatant attempt to distract from his own legal troubles and stir up his base. After all, nothing gets the MAGA crowd going like the promise of a good old-fashioned crackdown on crime. Facts and logistics be damned. Whether it's a genuine belief in his own plan or just another attention-grabbing scheme, one thing's for sure. Trump knows how to push buttons and make headlines. And with this Alcatraz stunt, he's managed to do both, even if the only ones likely to end up on the island are confused tourists and a few seagulls. Can Alcatraz really reopen? The legal and ethical minefield. Now let's get real for a second. Even if we ignore the ethical nightmare of turning a historic landmark into a prison, the practical hurdles are higher than Alcatraz's walls. First, there's the small matter of money. Reopening a dilapidated prison on an island would cost a fortune. We're talking billions, folks, not millions. And that's before you factor in the astronomical cost of housing and feeding inmates in such a remote location. Then there's the legal quagmire. Remember those radical judges Trump loves to bash? Well, they might have something to say about violating a whole bunch of laws and preservation orders. And let's not forget the lawsuits from every historical society and environmental group in existence. And what about the ethical implications? Packing humans off to a notoriously harsh prison, especially based on their immigration status, screams human rights violation. It's the kind of move that makes America look like it's auditioning for a dystopian novel, not leading the free world. So, could Alcatraz reopen? Sure, anything's possible in the age of Trump. But should it? Absolutely not. It's a logistical nightmare, a legal black hole, and an ethical disaster all rolled into one. In other words, it's the perfect Trumpian proposal. Big on bluster, short on common sense, and guaranteed to leave a mess for everyone else to clean up.